Welcome everyone. Thanks for tuning into my channel, Eve the Empress Oracle. Today we're going to go ahead and do your love reading. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you're drawn to watch this video, whether it's when it comes out and is first published or a year from now, this is for you, okay? We have pile 1, 2, and 3. You pick whichever pile you're most drawn to, and the timestamps will be listed in the description box below, so you can go ahead to that message. I ask that you come into this with an open mind. As this is a general reading, it may seem like a personal reading for some of you, while for others it'll be hit and miss, bits and pieces. So just take the parts of the messages that resonate with you and leave the parts that don't. If you would like a personal reading, you may contact me to schedule that. My email is in the description box below as well. You can follow me on Instagram and Facebook. Those links are there also. So we're going to go ahead and get started. For those of you who chose pile 1, the orange and white heart crystal. Okay, we're going to start with the Island Wellness Oracle to see what the overall message is. And you have twin flames, yin and yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, complementing each other. Girl with popcorn, going out, excess, escapism, little regard for consequence, creating a mess, not paying attention. And Splitsville, leaving quickly, decisively, the relationship is devolving or ending, not keeping in touch, time alone. All right, so at a time, you may have thought that this person was your twin flame or your other half, or this can be now, maybe you guys are meeting your twin flame, your other half. So something that was not serving you, not working for you, is falling apart, is dismantling. It's, you know, it's coming to an end because it needed to. All right, it was getting too messy here. It was too much happening. Like, you guys, whatever it was, you guys were not in balance. So whether you felt this was your twin flame, you thought it was, or this was just a different relationship, partnership altogether, it wasn't balanced. It wasn't reciprocating. You guys weren't reciprocating to each other. It wasn't complementing each other. It was getting messy. You guys were on two different paths, which is leading for this ending. All right. Then from the Whispers of Love Oracle, receive with love and appreciation. Gracious acceptance is a way to show love. All right. Maybe you were giving too much and not receiving enough. So that can be what was out of balance. So if you were dealing with someone that you were always giving to and that wasn't giving back to you, or maybe you don't know how to receive, you need to make sure that energy is clear there, because in any relationship you want it to be balanced. It doesn't necessarily have to be like a tit for tat thing, like, oh, you brought me this, I'll buy you this. You know, it can be reciprocated in different things. And since we're talking about love here, there is a thing called love languages that some of you guys are familiar with, some of you guys aren't. So for example, if your partner's love language is quality time or physical touch, but yours is gifts or acts of kindness or something, then them buying you a gift, you don't reciprocate that with buying them a gift, because that's not their love language. Instead, you might want to give them a massage or spend some time with them, you know, plan an outing for you two to give them that undivided time. All right, so you know, that's where you make sure it's balanced. They're doing things to make you feel loved, so you need to do things that make them feel loved, because you both may not be feeling the same things, may not make each of you guys feel loved. And that's what you need to really pay attention to, especially in a relationship or with a partner. You want to know that to make it easier, or else then your efforts can go, over their head. It could be a miss altogether because that's not how they receive love. So even though you may have put your best foot forward, if that's not how that person receives love, then they're still not going to feel loved, even though you feel you gave it your all. All right, so that's where you just need to pay attention, you know, moving into the next relationship. You know, you learn from your mistakes, or you learn from the, you know, the lessons here, from the experience, so that moving forward you can be better, you can do better, you know. So you definitely want to make sure things are balanced. That is what it's talking about here. All right. Then with the romance angels, you have playfulness. To recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. All right. So it's telling you to make sure that you be playful. Don't take everything too serious. All right. Kind of like a girl with popcorn. She's not concerned about the mess she's making, you know, spilling the popcorn all over the place, being loud, you know, all the crunchy, squeaky, whatever noises as she's putting her hand in the popcorn. She's not worried about that. She's just enjoying her popcorn, watching her movie. All right, so that's what you need to do. You need to enjoy the present moments, recapture that romance, like reignite that passion, you know, so that moving forward, when this new person comes in, when you find that new partner, you're not just dull and bland and boring, you know, because you're still letting the past weigh you down, or you're still exhausted from the efforts you put in the past, because this is someone new. They don't know the efforts you put in the past because it wasn't done for them. This is a new chapter, a new person. So you may have gave it 100% before, but you still need to give it 100% this time if this is something that you want, you know, for moving forward. Then you have the Love Compass Oracle, home and family. This is home environment or family changes. This could be a new home or relocation. This may pertain to an upcoming celebration with family, or you may be feeling more at home in a relationship. So maybe because of the split, of this breakup, of this separation, or whatever is going on, you may be relocating. Or if this person was living with you, they could move out, and then it could just be a change in that home dynamic, because now they're no longer, you know, in the home anymore. So just make sure to clear out that energy. All right. But it's talking about maybe a new home, a relocation. And then you have the plane here too. So some of you guys can be moving at this time, wanting a new start, wanting something new that doesn't have the energy connections to that previous person. All right, but just make sure that you're paying attention. All right, because then it also says escapism and little regard or for consequence. So that, just take that, you know, as a warning. Make sure that you're not just wanting to flee because of a split, of a breakup or something like that. Make sure you're not running away from your problem, that you're not running away from a situation and having little regard for consequences. Okay, so just be mindful of the choices you make moving forward. All right, and then to sum this all up, we have my personal love life oracle deck, and your message is: they are dealing with something internally. It's not you. Just give them some time. All right, so whoever this person was you were dealing with, that you guys split, maybe they broke up with you, or maybe they started acting different, which is why you felt, you know, the need to break things off. You know, don't take that to heart. Like, don't take it personally as if there was something wrong with you. Maybe they're dealing with something. You know, people do grow apart. People grow, people mature, people change. And if you guys are not changing together, growing together on the same path, then yes, you two will grow apart. Okay, so this person may need to deal with something if they were not giving back to you as you were giving back to them, or vice versa. If you were taking and not giving, you know, and they need to learn how to create that boundary, or how to speak up and ask for things when they need it. You know, the roles can always be reversed. So if this is not you, this is their energy to you. All right, but they're dealing with something. So whatever the reason was for the split, it wasn't a reflection of you or your love to them. It was something that they had going on, or, you know, maybe they couldn't forgive, or, you know, whatever the case is, because many people are watching it. So just take it how it applies. But the point is, they're dealing with something. It's not you. Like that saying goes, it's not you, it's me. That's what it is. It's not you, it's them. They're dealing with something, so don't take it personal. Just focus on yourself, focus on love, focus on releasing that stuff. So if you decide to reconcile with them or whatever, or if a new person comes in, you can be better than before. All right, group ones, I hope this was a message you needed to hear. If you like this message, please give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment, let me know how it's playing out in your life. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and share my channel with family and friends, because there may be messages here for them as well. Until next time, many blessings. All right, for those of you who chose Pile 2, the Tiger's Eye Heart Crystal, this is your message. Okay, we're going to start with the Island Time Wellness Oracle, and you have strategy. Have a game plan. Implement daily routines that support your goals. Be clear about desires. All right, so there's some type of strategic planning going on. Palm tree. Stability, security, permanence, growth, endurance, flexibility. Friendship. True friends, solid friendship, authentic, would do anything for you, always be there no matter what. All right, so I'm getting that maybe you guys met somebody, or you're starting something with somebody, but you really need to focus or really pay attention or acknowledge what your attention is on. All right, and the thing here is to really develop a friendship with that person, really get to know each other, develop that foundation of friendship to then build upon that romantic relationship. Because if everything, that's what people fail to understand going into relationships. You know, they rush in without really getting to know each other, and then they're surprised at what they find out a year later or 2 years later or something like that. But they really didn't take the time to get to know the person first. And, you know, you need to have a plan. Like, what is it that you want? If this is a person that you want, then you need to have a plan on making time for this person every day. You know, is it maybe a new conversation every day? Every day, let's talk about a different topic to get to know each other. Every day, think of a different question to ask this person to get to know them. You know, whatever the case is, like, make sure you have some type of plan, some type of strategy. And if you're someone who has issues balancing your time, you're a busy person or something like that, you know, you need to have some type of strategy or game plan, as the card states, to make sure that you have time for this person or this relationship. Otherwise, what are you doing? You know, be mindful. How would you like it if you were on the receiving end, you know, and someone was always too busy for you? So if this is what you want, you need to plan accordingly. All right, because this relationship with this person can help provide you that some type of grounding. What I'm getting here is you want someone to be your rock. You want someone to give you that stability and security. And we're not talking about finances. Finances have nothing to do with this right here. We're talking about someone to come home to, someone to be your safe haven, someone to share things with, to be that rock when all the material things are, can be taken from us at any time. That is what you desire. But are you willing to put the work into it? Are you willing to devote the time and energy that is required to build something like that? And in order to attain something like that, you need to build a stable foundation of friendship. And it's not saying you're friend zoned or to friend zone them. No, it's to really get to know each other and create that bond that's not just based on lust and desire and intimacy. It's that stuff, the romantic stuff. It's about someone that you can actually enjoy having a conversation with, someone who is cool to talk to, someone who makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel safe, someone that you feel like you can be yourself around. Because if you're always having to keep up this persona or trying to impress them, like, of course, yes, it's good to make a first impression, always put your best foot forward and stuff in a new relationship or meeting somebody. But you always want to be authentic. You don't want to go into a relationship doing something that you don't enjoy, or that you won't have no interest doing a month from now, a year from now, or whatever the case is. You go into a relationship and you have to be consistent. All right. So what type of plan? And are you being clear about what it is that you want? It says be clear about your desires. Are you being clear with this person about what you're looking for, what you're wanting? Be specific, let them know to make sure that you guys are on the same page. All right. So that there can be that flexibility to help with that growth. All right. Because this person is a very kind-hearted person. So whether this is someone from your past that you're trying to fix things with, or this is a new person that you're trying to build with. Okay, this is someone who has a very caring heart. Someone who will always be there no matter what. But they need to feel that in return. They need to feel appreciated. They need to know that their efforts are not going unrecognized, because your mind may be elsewhere. You may be torn and, work focused, work oriented, and, torn between so many other things, even if it's just personal problems. A lot of people have, a lot of personal things going on between family and friends, and they're always in the middle. So it can apply very differently. But regardless of what you got going on, are you making this person a priority? Are you making building this relationship, fixing this relationship, however it applies to you, a priority? Or are you thinking that it's just going to be something convenient for you that you can just pick up and put away when you feel you have some free time? Because that's not going to work. And then you're not going to get what you desire here, which is that stability, that security. People are not layaway. You can't just put them aside, do what you're doing, and then pick them up whenever you want. People have feelings. Even the toughest of people still feel at the end of the day. And if you don't treat someone right, then you can't expect them to stick around until you figure it out what it is that you want. So just be very mindful of that. All right, now from the Whispers of Love Oracle, you have love who you are. You are divine, delightful, and deserving of the wonderful things life have to offer. All right, so it's telling you, basically you are deserving. You can have what you want. But pay attention. Do you know what you want? All right, there is this relationship you can have, like I said, this foundation, this rock, this support system with this person. But are you self-sabotaging? Are you doubting yourself? What are you telling yourself about the situation? Are you, oh, I messed up too much. I don't deserve this person. Maybe not. But maybe if you do the things that you need to do to repair the situation, things can be fixed, things can be healed. All right. Or, maybe I've done a whole bunch of bad things in my past. No, I don't deserve to be loved. I don't deserve to be happy. I'm meant to suffer. You got to change that mentality. You got to change that perception about yourself and what it is that you deserve. Every day is a new day. So what you did yesterday, you know, yeah, there's karma, yeah, there's consequences, but are you working on being a better person? Or are you doing the same dumb stuff you were doing yesterday? All right, so that's the difference. Okay, are you doing this? Are you repeating the same bad habits, the same bad behaviors and stuff as before? Or are you changed or changing, working on changing to do better? You know, that is where that power lies. And that is what separates you from undeserving to deserving. All right. From the romance angels, you have stay optimistic about your love life. Same thing, what I was just telling you about perception. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. All right, so do you believe that you deserve this? Do you believe that you can make time for this? Do you believe that you can put in your best effort to make this work and grow with this person? Okay, you have the answers, and you know, we all have the same amount of time in a day, but it's, you know, everybody gets to choose what they do with their time. All right, everybody has their own choices. It's life is all about the choices that you make. So what are you doing? Are you taking action? Are you making time? Are you making choices that is going to aid you and help you go in the direction you want to go in, which is a good steady relationship? To have this person in your corner to be there for you, to support you and be your rock? Or are you doing everything that goes against that? I'm too busy. I don't deserve this. Oh, they'll never love me anyway. You know, which side are you on? What are you doing? That it could be, because that's what I'm getting here. Like, some of you guys are self-sabotaging your own self. So you need to really pay attention to that. Then the Love Compass Oracle, new love. This is a new passionate beginning with a soulmate, divine partner, or twin flame. A new relationship or connection is manifesting. This could be a relationship going to the next level or reigniting of passion. This may pertain to a friendship turning into love. Yep, and we have that friendship card here. Like I was saying, you know, this can be something new. Even if it was somebody from the past that you wronged or wronged you or whatever, and you want to make things work, it could be a reigniting. You guys need to work on rebuild, you know, and work on that friendship first, and move past those problems that you've had, and then you guys can step it up a notch into love, the, you know, romantic, intimate stuff like that. And for new, this is a new person, a new love, you want to get to know that person first. You want to make sure that this is someone you will enjoy spending your time with. That this is someone, like I said, you can hold a conversation with. You want to have around. Not just when it fits your needs. You know, someone that you want to speak to them. So keep that in mind. Then to wrap this up with my personal love life oracle deck, you have their attention is elsewhere. And I'm getting that is you. That is how this person feels about you. Like I was saying, like, you may be too busy. You may have too much stuff going on, you know, and it may be just, you may have valid reasons for it. You know, everybody's life is different and it can be chaotic at times. But as mentioned previously as well, we all have the same amount of time in a day. So what are you doing with that time? All right, because this person can feel like your attention is elsewhere, and that they can be getting distant in order to protect themselves, or they may be feeling insecure or questioning if you're even interested in them, or if this is something that they should continue putting energy into because they're not feeling it's reciprocated. All right, so just be mindful of the vibes that you're giving off to this person and how you might feel if you were in the receiving end. As always, this is the energy of the reading. So if this is not you that is too busy and this is your person, then flip the energy. Okay, flip the roles, reverse the roles. All right. So I'm gonna leave it there. I hope this was a message you needed to hear, group number 2. If it was, please give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment, let me know how things are playing out in your life. Subscribe if you haven't already, and consider sharing my videos, my channel with family and friends, because there may be messages here for them as well. And until next time, many blessings. Welcome, group 3. This is for those of you who chose the pink rose quartz heart crystal. All right, we're going to start with the Island Wellness Oracle. You have friend zoned. Still friends, just friends. Someone like someone else only as a friend, not relationship material. Talking. Interested, conversing more. Awaited message arrives. Text, call, email, hovering. And narcissism. Manipulation, control, infidelity, disregards boundaries, egocentric, entitlement, selfish, rule breaker. All right, so you, as always with my readings, this can be you that I'm directly talking to, or this can be the energy that I'm picking up from the person that you're inquiring about. All right, so if it sounds like you, take the message, apply it to yourself. If not, apply it to that person and how they're feeling or what they're doing to you. Okay, roles and the message can always be reversed, so apply it to which party it goes to. And so you have friend zoned. You could have been friend zoned recently, or you could have friend zoned someone. All right, you may just see this person as a friend because we have the narcissism card here. So someone may have been trying to control you, or this can be you. Maybe if you're a controlling person, if you were trying to have a control over stuff, if you were only worried about your needs, then that could be why someone would just see you as a friend. They wouldn't want to move forward with you, maybe because you've hurt them or they've hurt you. As I said, I'm going to say it in both roles, but you take it how it applies. There needs to be some talking here if there hasn't been some discussions already. All right, or this person could have told you why they friend zoned you, or you told them why you friend zoned them. All right, and of course, a narcissist is going to be resistant, so if you heard something you didn't like, you could be trying to pick the smallest of detail to pin it on them and leave the blame sitting with them so that the tension is off of you, or vice versa. Okay, if you brung something up to this person to address and then they flip the script on you. All right, so take it how it applies. But all in all, someone was friend zoned because the other person tried to address something. If basically fell upon deaf ears, they weren't being heard, and they don't want to be controlled, or they don't want to be manipulated, or infidelity, cheated on, played around with, their boundaries were being, it was like there were no boundaries. This person was only concerned about themselves in a very selfish manner. Nobody wants to be with a person like that. Nobody. So if this is you, you really need to work on yourself. And if this is them, then you need to learn how to create boundaries and how not to attract those types of people. What can you learn from this? What can you learn from this relationship or whatever unfolded here? Was this somebody that you just met and realized that, and then you decided to, okay, it's not even a point in moving any further? Or was this an established relationship and then these things were being revealed? Okay, so really pay attention and figure out what is it that you need to learn from the situation, how to not fall in that situation again in the future. All right. And dealing with a narcissist can be very difficult because they make you the blame for everything. They always redirect the attention to get it off of them. They never can admit that they're wrong. They usually leave in certain situations instead of trying to discuss it and, you know, handling the situation and trying to set things right. You know, because they can't deal with the pressure. They can't admit they're wrong, so they leave. Or they, you know, throw the blame on you, or, you know, and it could be something totally different. So for those of you that are unsure what narcissism is, Google it, look up some of that stuff, and make sure that you're not dealing with somebody like that, or to learn those, the red flags and things to look for, because there's really there's no point in arguing with a narcissist until they're willing to change their attitude and behaviors and stuff. There's really nothing you can say or do to get through to this person. All right, so it's best that you just keep your sanity. And if you are the narcissist, then you need to be mindful of how your actions and your words are affecting those around you, and how you're self-sabotaging your own love life, your own relationships, by being resistant to change, by being stubborn, by not admitting your faults. Everyone messes up, everyone makes mistakes, but what differentiates us from one another is whether we can admit that we're wrong, or if we're willing to put in the work, sit down and have a conversation with the person, apologize for something we did if we've hurt them, you know, that kind of stuff. All right, so take it step by step, but make sure that you're doing what you need to do in order to set things right. Then from the Whispers of Love Oracle, you have focus on love. Look for the good in everyone. All right, so even though this person that you're dealing with, or you is a narcissist, all right, it's telling you to just focus on the good in everyone. Everyone has good qualities, everyone has bad qualities. All right, so really pay attention to that. Maybe this person is a manipulative person, controlling, a cheater, whatever, but maybe they're a good provider. Maybe they know how to make you feel special every once in a blue, or, you know, maybe they're a good leader at work, or a good singer, or organizer, or something like that. So just try to focus on the good. I'm not saying to be deaf, dumb, and blind and ignoring the red flags, but just try to understand that this person may have stuff to work on. So to not hold so much of a grudge or resentment, just, you know, set those boundaries and move forward. Don't dwell on it too much. Don't feed into this person's ego or into their tricks and tactics, but just focus on love. What is it that you want? What does love look like for you? All right, and just know that even though this person has these negative tendencies, you know, behind that, there may be some good attributes because you liked them in the beginning, you know, for something. You know, you were attracted to this person, or you fell in love with this person, or you like this person for some reason. So try to pay attention to that. All right, just know that there's good in everyone. Then the romance angels, you have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So this may be an actual engagement for some of you once the dust settles and things move forward and improve. Maybe taking a break from this person, friend zoning this person, you know, can put things in perspective to them that they want to give you an actual commitment. This can also be if this is a new person, a new love, you know, they may be giving you some type of gesture of commitment. It doesn't have to be an actual engagement or engagement ring or a proposal, you know, literally. It can be for some of you, but for others of you, it can just be a proposal of commitment, maybe taking things back out of the friend zone to, you know, being in a relationship, or you know, moving up a notch from friends to commitment and things like that. Or this can just be that maybe this person or you is committed to changing for the better. Okay, because engagement is just about a commitment, a higher level of commitment. So if you're the narcissist, you may be, you know, of course you're not going to like that word, but you may be committing to better yourself, to break these habits, to break these change and these addictions and the tendencies that you may have that is sabotaging your love life, sabotaging your relationships. That may be the commitment that you're taking. A commitment to right your wrongs, a commitment to make things right, to set things right. Or this can be a commitment, like I said, you know, to fix things, take things to the next level, be together again. Or a person can be letting you know that they want to commit with you, that they want to be with you. All right. Then we have the Love Compass Oracle, and you have communication. There is a need for clear communication of wants and needs in this relationship or connection. Work on communicating and connecting in different ways that are positive, healthy, and effective. Fully connect with this person and let them know how you feel. Yeah, and that's right here with that talking card. All right, so communication is key. As much as we all like to be mind readers and know what the other person is thinking and feeling, that's not always the case. So you need to communicate. You need to let somebody know if they hurt you. You need to let somebody know if something's not working for you. You also need to let somebody know if you do like what they're doing, and you know you are happy with them and you do appreciate them. Communication is very important. All right, and then if there are problems, if there are issues, as I said before, there needs to be communication. You guys need to talk about these things. It can be uncomfortable, especially if you are the person in the wrong, but it's something that needs to be done, or else you're going to continue to go through that cycle until you break out of that cycle and can realize the pattern or the habit that you've kept going on, that you've kept doing. All right, so communication, maybe that's what you need to commit to. Commit to having better communication. Commit to speaking up. Commit to apologizing. You know, however it applies to you, communication is key. Talking needs to happen. Okay? Then to wrap this up with my personal love life oracle deck, you have, they are mirroring you. If you want to see change, then you must change. All right. So maybe you both may be a little narcissistic. All right. But if that's not the case, I don't need anybody getting offended. But if the point is you guys are mirroring each other. If you're refusing to communicate with this person, then they may be refusing to communicate with you. If you're being stubborn and ghosting them, then they may be doing the same thing. And then this can be turned into a positive. If you're willing to put in the effort and talk, then they may be putting in the effort and willing to talk and fix things and repair things and work on things. This person can be mirroring you. So if you're acting like you don't care, they're acting like they don't care. All right, so if you want to see change in this dynamic or in your love life moving forward for your next relationship, your next partnership, to learn from this one that didn't work out, you must change. Our life, all of us, narcissist or not, we're all here to grow, evolve, change, adapt. So make sure that you're okay to go with the flow and change what needs to be changed. If not, then you make your life and moving forward and your progress and stuff more difficult than what it has to be. All right, group number 3, I hope this was a message that you needed to hear. If it did resonate with you, please give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment, let me know how it's playing out in your life. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already, and share my channel with family and friends because there may be a message here for them as well. So until next time, many blessings.